She tried to destroy Dakota Ditcheva's reputation.
I'd be surprised when I hit her the first time too. I don't think she's been hit. Like, she hasn't been hit hard.
If you compare my fighting experience, it's huge.
Said she was overrated, protected, and untested, and that real pressure would make her crumble. Dakota didn't respond. She stayed stoic, stayed cold, and waited for the cage door to shut, because she knew the only answer that mattered would be delivered inside the fight. And that's the pattern. Because when fighters build their confidence around tearing Dakota down before the fight, they don't realize they're just building the stage for their own punishment.
Love to crush dreams, so.
I would be surprised when I hit her the first time too. I don't think she's been hit. Like, she hasn't been hit hard.
If I take out the face of PFL, am I the face of PFL?
Let's start with Catherine Coragenes. Coragenes came in undefeated and fearless, carrying the kind of confidence that borders on dismissal. She made it clear she wasn't buying the aura. In her mind, Dakota hadn't been tested properly yet, and once she felt real aggression, that shine would disappear.
I feel like one thing I will say is these girls are going to be most dangerous now because they have nothing to lose. Like, they're coming to take everything I have. You know, I won the tournament last year, and Samiko, she's 8-1, I think. She's no more, like, she knows what she's doing. She's been around, she's experienced, and I know that she's going to come and give everything she's got, but she's no problem for me.
For a brief moment, she tried to force that theory into reality, but Dakota adjusted immediately. The distance closed, the front kicks started landing, and the right hand began finding its mark with surgical timing. Every attempt to clinch was punished. Every step forward was met with knees and sharp counters. It wasn't chaotic. It was controlled dismantling. The more Coragenes tried to impose herself, the more she walked into something sharper. The confidence faded quickly. Then came Malin Hermansen. She mocked Dakota's ritual at weigh-ins, copied it, smirked through the face-off, and carried herself like the hype was exaggerated. The message wasn't loud.
Because there's one name that I am dying to see in the UFC, and that's Dakota Ditcheva. Yeah. Talk about the women's division needing a superstar, and talk about a perfectly packaged, talented, gorgeous, eloquent, respectful, good, like literally checks every single box, and she's right there, and she is a flyweight. And can you imagine
would you want to go with?
Valentina Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top. You know, I'm still 26. She's been around for a long time.
Right now, I'm not too sure that Shevchenko's the best 125er there is. This girl, man, she goes after people.
We live in a day and age where, you know, women want to be equal. And believe me when I tell you, women have proved that they are equal. People love the women's fights, and they're so tactical and they're so good. It's just, I didn't see it coming. These women are unbelievable. They're very technical and very good.
And you know from the numbers that the audience responds?
No, the audience doesn't respond. The audience loves it. These women become big stars.
A lot of people that talk aren't fighters. So it's like, you can't really take any like bad criticism from people that aren't fighters. If my coach was to be disappointed in me, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm doing something wrong. But that's the only thing I care about. I was sharp in the changing rooms, and that's all that matters to us. We knew we were ready as a team. We've worked really hard all camp, and we know what we're capable of. You know, other people outside noise, other people in the tournament, like, they don't see me train, they don't know what I'm coming with. Just fight. Like, are you a fighter or not?
I just beat the best girl that's out there outside of any other division. So they've been talking, she's been saying she's just a Barbie, she should be a model. Well, a model just beat your ass in round 2, so shut up.
I wanted to finish the tournament with 4 stoppages, and that's what happened. Beat a name like Santos, it's like, you know, she's never been stopped. She's never been stopped. Shevchenko didn't stop her. People thought she beat her. And now what can people really say? You know, Blanchfield went 5 rounds with her. There's been plenty of fighters that have had to go 5 rounds with her, and I've just got in there and made it look like another can on the list, as people always comment on my stuff.
I did just have a great chat with Dom. I did actually. Feeling a little bit more hopeful now. I think people were getting a little bit stressed that they weren't going to have me fight this year, but guys, I'm coming back, don't worry.
But it was clear. She didn't believe the image. The fight erased that doubt. Dakota switched stances fluidly, chopped at the legs, controlled the range, and when the wrestling exchanges came, she didn't panic. She reversed positions, dominated the grappling, and secured the submission with composure that exposed the difference in levels. The disrespect angle didn't just fail, it collapsed. Cornelia Holm believed experience would be the equalizer. She openly said Dakota wouldn't survive late rounds, claimed the deeper waters would expose her.
Like straight up weaknesses. She's very good all round. I've been looking more at her strength and where my strength can like kind of, you know, come into play and take over. But I mean, for sure, I'm stronger in wrestling, and she's stronger in striking. So I guess if you can call that a weakness, that would be it. It's hard to say. It's hard to say how much she has watched my fights and how much she will change her game for that. But obviously, I would like to take it to the ground, and I would feel that I'm definitely stronger there. Then I have a lot of confidence in my striking as well. So, like all round, I feel confident, but we'll see.
Early on, she tried to drag the fight into grappling exchanges, testing that theory. Instead, she found herself absorbing damage. Dakota defended the takedowns, punished the body with knees up the middle, and started finding timing with clean right hands. By the later rounds, the exact space Holm predicted would belong to her, Dakota looked fresher, sharper, and more composed. The finish wasn't just physical, it was psychological. Then there was Valentina Scatizzi. She questioned Dakota's toughness outright, called her overrated, tried to intimidate her in every face-off, framed herself as the real warrior walking into hostile territory. What followed was brutal.
And I can't wait to show you who is the real warrior and just this.
Scatizzi pressured early, but Dakota's clinch control dismantled that approach almost immediately. Knees to the body, knees upstairs, framing, balance, precision. When Scatizzi attempted to wrestle, Dakota shut it down and turned every exchange into punishment. By the time the doctor stepped in, the visual damage told the whole story. The aggression had been redirected back at its source, even when Sumiko Inabe arrived with chaotic pressure and loud confidence, claiming Dakota hadn't faced someone like her before. The script barely changed.
Be surprised when I hit her the first time too. I don't think she's been hit. Like, she hasn't been hit hard.
The fans have been asking for me and they've finally given me a fight, so I'm excited to get back out there, and it's going to be an amazing event. First time in South Africa, Cape Town, so yeah, I'm excited just to get back in there as well. Everyone that's been there to support me all these years is obviously excited to see me back in, but then a whole new kind of crowd is going to be able to watch my skills. A lot of new
Chicago.
fans.
Now you're about to get back in the cage, and you're going to fly a long way to do it on July 19th. How excited are you to get back to fighting?
I am so excited. These guys have missed me for sure. They've been very vocal on social media, so I'm excited to finally get back in the cage and do what I do best.
Inabe brought intensity and tried to make the fight ugly. Dakota responded with composure, body shots, clean counters, controlled clinch work. 3 rounds of steady dismantling that made chaos look ineffective. Here's what connects all of it. The disrespect never looks identical. Sometimes it's loud trash talk. Sometimes it's subtle dismissal. Sometimes it's body language. Sometimes it's prediction. But the mistake is always the same. They mistake composure for weakness. They mistake calm for vulnerability. They mistake the smile for softness. Dakota doesn't escalate chaos. She absorbs it, she stores it, and when the door closes, she converts it into control. That's why the so-called psychopath approach keeps failing, because stepping in believing you're about to break her only accelerates the lesson. The more aggressive the intent, the more precise the punishment. The louder the pre-fight narrative, the quieter it becomes by the final bell. Every single one of them believed they were about to humble Dakota Ditcheva. Instead, they walked out humbled. And that's the difference between confidence and delusion. Confidence believes you can win. Delusion believes the fight is already yours. When fighters try to tear down Dakota's image before they step into the cage, they don't destroy her reputation, they reinforce it.